I'm doing great with the streaming thing, you know? Yeah. Fundamentals of working in a restaurant, and also the fact of getting off of work at 9:20. I had to close. We deal with it. We get on. Move on. Now, I just completely re-imaged this computer in hopes that it would help with streaming, and right now it looks like it has, because we have 0 dropped frames, not even full utilization of the CPU. We're doing great. This is a 720p stream, so I'll take it. Looks like we're doing good here. Got 720p. That's fine in my books. Can I push 1080p? Let's see. Can't change it. All right. Maybe for the next one we'll try 1080p. But I'm going to be minging, whatever the word is on this sandwich here while I do this, because I am hungry. It is 10 o'clock at night and I am eating dinner. How can that go wrong? But yeah. So I have, well, I don't yet, but I will be pulling up the, what's that thing called? The Fusion thing. I can't remember the words. Can I still add things to this? YouTube widgets, general widgets, Twitch widgets, Facebook widgets. No, okay, I'll add that later. For the next stream, so I can get the chat right there. But I will put S over here so I can see this. Let me make sure I have no system audio coming in, correct? That's muted, perfect. We're gonna put this over here. Put this over there so I can still see the chat and still check on the health of our stream. Okay, pop that out. Now I can actually understand the new YouTube algorithm. Well, not algorithm. I can understand the new YouTube things. Let me get Fusion running over here. Here is our lovely pile of White Knight stuff. Got some aluminum. This is our big piece of build tech here. This is the biggest sheet of build tech I've ever seen in my life. Majority of the electronics are in printed solid box. Coloring is so bad on this right now. My computer screen is in the shot. Okay. Yeah, so build tack. Got some aluminum on there. Most of the stuff I have purchased, except for, I still have to cut down all of the aluminum. I still haven't purchased the stuff for the hot end breakout board, the general wiring for like the entire wire loom. I ordered the tubing for it. Well, I didn't order it. I went to Home Depot and bought it. And all of the printed parts. I still need to cut and tap the ends. But yeah, I'm gonna pop some heat set inserts in here. Got all the screws here. This box weighs 6 pounds. I just need to find the heat set inserts. Here they are. So I'm assuming these go in the same parts as the White Knight one. So, I don't think the schematic is going to help me. Well, the assembly is going to help me at this moment. But, yeah. Okay, let me pull up the videos, I guess, because there's not really, like, general instructions. Partially why I'm doing these videos. Also why Carl is joining us here. So I can actually build this right. Let me turn the audio off for this. So if I ever do turn on my speakers, correct for most of it. Okay, cool. Let me pull up the YouTubes. Okay. I feel like I need music in the background here. Can I get some royalty-free music with it actually being royalty-free? Music. Free for YouTube music. No copyright music. Cool. Please be something good.
Got it daily.
This works for me. I just can't sit in silence. I don't do good with silence. Video 5. Okay, so what parts do you grab here? So it looks like we have this guy here, and man, we knocked everything over. So I got this and this. I got those two. This guy? Looks like it. This, right? Yeah. Something that looks very similar to that also. That has a little bit. This guy? So these two. I'm seeing the hot end thing. Very specific there. This. Not this, right? Not this. Okay, cool. Not this one. This guy. So this guy. Looks like you have the CBA out. This part still needs some cleanup. So I totally didn't see the overhang. And that. Not this. This is a motor. I got this, I got that, I got that, I got that. What else do I need? Probably not these, right? No. I don't even remember half of the parts I printed. I've been printing these parts for far too long. I want to say this looks like mostly screws, but maybe not. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm just gonna turn the music off. It's kind of annoying me now. Assembly. This is the updated assembly. Switch housing? Switch housing, switch housing. Is that this guy? No. That's the top cover. There's some housing parts, it looks like. These might be end caps though. Maybe? Hot end mount cool. That works. I got these guys here. There's my camera. It doesn't look like in your video you put. So yes, heat sets. It doesn't look like this one has any holes for heat sets. So maybe if anything, heat set holes would be this guy. This guy, right? Because it's got like these two holes here. Okay, I got this hot end. I'm going with this is the hot end mount, right? Probably two heat set inserts right there. I got these two guys. These look like the exact same pieces that you have in the video. Why did this shut off? 6 in that. Okay. These are pretty much the same things. So. The slide tray. Probably 4 here. This one probably doesn't. This is going to be T-nuts mostly. I shouldn't need any for the panel Jew cover, right? For the hinge, though. 4 on bottom and 2 on the end. Okay, yeah, I see that there. Not for the cover, right? Those are just screwing into plastic because it doesn't really need to be that tight. What is this? This is the, I don't know. That looks like maybe, I got this guy here. Back cover is 4. Oh, the back cover, okay. So, where is that? That's this guy. Oh, the 4 in the middle here. And then I got this piece. Do not know what half of these parts do. That's fine. I have a bunch of heat sets anyway. I'm not pulling them out yet. I'm just going to pop them in anywhere. This one here. No? Where does this even go? Oh, that's fine. That screws directly in. I got this guy here. I'm assuming that this has something to do. Should have 2 on the inside. Okay. Is this the same thing? No. This is the hot end, I'm assuming. So like motor here, so that's motor into motor and then motor onto the plastic part. Oh, that's on top of the right eye. Okay. I got this guy. This is the one that the hot end goes on to. This, I'm looking straight at it in the schematic, but it's mostly, is there some down here, or is that just screws into screws? Okay, yeah. Any for the bird air mount? Probably. 4 on the bottom. This chair is broken. You're gonna see me doing it a lot. Yeah, okay. From the bottom. Do we... God, I'm gonna keep kicking this out the whole time. Nothing for that. Those go inside. What is this? Is this the Z stepper? I'm assuming not. It doesn't look like there's anything that would accept it anyway. The belt stepper box thing. Should really set aside the ones that don't, but yeah. I could put them inside of the belt. I'm gonna break everything. Shouldn't be any in the Z. Okay. I'm assuming this doesn't. What is this? This is the cover for the CBA? These are the problems I face with this chair. I'm just not even going to do it anymore. I got all of these guys. This tray thing. And then the other tray one. There's a lot of tray stuff. This all looks like it can't accept heat set and set set. Okay. This doesn't look like it would accept it either. Maybe in the front, but what is this? The lights so you can see out for the CBA? No, let's try it. Okay. Where are only 3 of these? 4. I'm assuming these don't. This is just all M5s and the nuts, right? The 4 corners that go underneath the base. This guy. This looks like a lot. But maybe not any heat sets. This is the part. Wow. 25. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Assuming not in these. These are all just, again, M5s. 15. Okay, that's fine. I'm assuming these are all just M5s because all of these holes look way too big to be heat sets. Plus, they're directly on the rails, so. Cool. What about this guy? This is, I know this is where the like cable bundle would tie into here, but maybe like 2 here, but this part. Yeah, because all screwed up. None. Okay, cool. That's the same thing as that. That's pretty much the same thing. These are all just M5s. Those are the end caps. Those screw directly into the metal. Screws from the back, heads will go in the cable. Okay. None in the bearing mounts, right? Okay, there's probably not even a spot for it. Why does my computer time out so quickly? Okay, I gotta fix that. What about this guy? Camera. This part. This one. I gotta fix the timeout on this. Sleep. Timeout. There, power and sleep settings. When plugged in 10 minutes. Ew. No, never. Six in that. Okay. So since the heat sets are in the bottom part, I'm assuming it's not in the top part. And then this is the hinge. Okay, cool. There's not even a hole for that. Not a hole for that. Hinge gets 2 on the inside. Okay. Okay, these are the last of them, I'm assuming. Oh, these are what I looked at. These look like clamps. I don't think they have heat sets in them. But you never know. These are the guys. Belt adjuster block has none. That's this guy here, right? And then these 2 small little ones. Oh no. This is also the cable bundle thing. These 2 go together. Aha! No, yes, maybe. I don't know. None. Okay, cool. Cool. This piece just looks like a block. This little guy gets 4 in the bigger holes. Gets 4 in the bigger block. This guy, this one gets 4. There's nothing in this one. Nothing. So 4 in this. 4 in this. Can I stop dropping this? And then nothing in these because they're screwing through that. What about this guy? Nothing? It doesn't look like it. Is there one in this one? It's just some small little piece here. I got 4. Oh, these are the feet. Do the feet get them? I don't think so, right? That's just an M5 right in there. I was like, what would I need 4 of? Feet. 4 feet. Probably not. Okay, so that leaves us with this piece. This looks like it probably needs a lot. This is just M5s. M3 in the feet that got threaded into the extrusion. Not in this piece? Okay. Oh, okay, I got it. Took me a second there. I think this is the last hinge. This should be the last piece. Besides, like, everything I've pretty much ruled out as they're just extrusion ends. Can you tell my brain's working great? Doing great, brain. Love you. And the hinge piece. Okay, cool. We got all this lovely. What to do? Alright. These two, and this are all the same. So I'm going to go off of the video for these 5 pieces. And then we'll get stuck with the other ones. Let's turn the soldering iron on.
Much heat to get them going, and I usually stop just shallow and then give them a good bulk so they go in deep and fan them. Do the switch.
Oh, you're putting a bolt through these and then pulling it through? Where's my screw box? Let me get a long, what are these, M3? Yeah, M3s. Those are not done. Those are M2s. These are M2s, 0.5.
Now there's 12 of them in the hot end carriage. of the carrot.
There's some long screws for this thing. Oh, they're in the boxes. Haha. That's great. A lot of screws. 18. I don't have 50s, but I have 45s. One of the McMaster car by me is literally an hour south. So when I order these, I get them in like a day.
Takes care of our panel U mount. Seats, guide roller for. Now there's a guide roller for the belt. It'll mount right in here. Now there's a guide roller for the belt. It'll mount right in here. This heat set needs to mount right in there.
Oh, so is the heat set? Where is it?
This heat set, guide roller for the belt. It'll mount right in here. This heat set needs to mount right in there.
So the screw's going in here like this. Oh my god, I need a...
Needs to mount right in there. Takes care of.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I don't really have an M3 drill bit because I forgot to buy that. It's gonna be annoying. Hello, Amazon. Do I need an M3 tap or an M2 tap or any tap besides use an 1/8 inch? I have that. But do I need any other taps besides the M5? Because I don't have M5 and M3. Okay, so I should just buy an M3 tap. So, yeah. So the heat set goes right here, in this hole here, and then the screw goes in through here. So it's this hole right here, right?
One of our stepper motor mounts.
Let me get my pliers. You were already over here. Okay, and then I'm just pretty much putting my soldering iron on there and just pulling the screw as it goes in. Like a sandwich. Okay. Nah, I'm gonna screw this up. sister's calling me. What? He doesn't have a car. No, he doesn't have his license yet. Alright, bye. Yeah, I got it only a turn or something in there. Crud. Yeah, I did. Just a little bit too far. That's fine, because now it's there. I pushed it a tad bit too far, but... This one looks a tad bit different.
One of our stepper motor mounts. This one's a little tougher to get to. Pop out right there.
It's going through there, and through there. So the heat set is going... What is it? Right. Camera. Yeah, where my screw is. Right there, right? That's what it looks like in the video. Still hot. Okay, cool. Some plastic on here. I need a new screw. Yeah, we're fine. I want to make sure I can screw these in. I need the Allen key for this. I don't know where I put it. I have it here. Okay, so that's working fine. I want this thread in. And I pulled the screw out of this one, and now it's not coming out. If it squeals like that, just go back and forth a lot and slowly work it through. You can jam the threads and strip the heat set. Oh, okay. Crud. Did I melt plastic in here while I was doing this? Yeah, I did. Great. Yeah. That looks like exactly what happened here. What should I do for that? Should I just like drill bit? Or like heat it up and put a new one in? I would just do that. Okay. Well, okay then. And then you said for this one, just like. So just like when you say back and forth, just like this. Oh, that's so trigger. Okay. Just gonna unthread this. Let me go to the other ones. I want to get those all with their thingamabobs in it. So this and this have them. I'm assuming ones.
Four in our panel do mount.
This is so difficult.
Our front cover to the slide track. For the belt, care of each one of the X mounts gets one. We're going to mount some bearings in here for the belt. These all go right here. Here. These all go right here. Here.
You did not. So, one's going in. Oh my god, angles. One's going in like right here, and the other one is in the opposite hole right there, right? That's what it looks like you're doing. Yeah, so I'm going to try and do these streams whenever I get some free time, which is usually never. Because what is it? I work in a restaurant. I work, I want to say, what's my schedule? I work Tuesdays 4 to 9, Saturdays 4 to 9, no, Thursdays, oh my god, Tuesdays 4 to 9, Fridays 4 to 9, Saturdays 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. So, outside of those hours, I usually am either doing schoolwork or I'm exercising. So, when all of the above is done, it equals this. And I usually go to sleep at a reasonable time during the week. So, this project will probably take me to the summer. And then when the summer comes along, I'm home all the time, so if I am still building this in the summer, there's going to be a lot more streams because I'm home. If there's a day when it snows, which I think that's over, I will be building this. But, like, that's pretty much the streaming schedule. There isn't one. And then also the days where I'm not doing anything, I also usually have tutoring because I'm a junior in high school, so it's a tad bit difficult, but whenever I can manage, I will try. It's gonna be annoying. I'm just gonna be guessing the screws that are gonna be in here. Darn it. Yeah, I still need to cut down that aluminum though before I can do anything. Really. I was like, well, if I order the parts from McMaster-Carr, I can at least insert the brass bushings before I get my friend to come help me cut the aluminum. And what I mean by help me is I tell him the exact dimensions and he cuts them down for me. I don't really know how far these are supposed to go down, but I'm just like getting them snug in there. I'm not trying to get them like fully sunk in. Okay. Most go flush. Yeah, that's what I've been pretty much doing. That's the word, flush. Okay, those two are done. Now, I'm assuming... Where is this? Is this part in here?
And do our hot end mount.
So it looks like this one differs from the one in the video. So probably, so 2 right here, and then 2 more right here. Okay. Some people save the best for last. I'm saving the worst for last. This guy. So my dad goes, he's like, you might have to pick up your sister. And I'm like, I'm legally not allowed to drive past 11 o'clock. He's like, damn you. I'm like, yeah, it sucks. It's not really flush. I can't imagine if this was my job. Just imagine working in a factory where your job was literally just to do heat set inserts. Like, oh, that would suck. Like, even this is the worst. This heat sets. I get to drill some holes. Now I gotta keep telling myself, well, I committed to it. just realized I have this. Ah, that's disgusting. We're gonna take a little snack break. So your entire idea, like basis, this one, I have it going in from the base here, because the holes doesn't look the same for the other ones. This guy, because like this one actually looks sunken in, unlike these. Yeah, like it's weird. So your entire like going for the white knight was because what is it? You wanted a machine like you were talking to, what is it, Midnight Giant, about a belt printer, and the black belt was just way too like expensive to justify it, so you decided like, screw it, I'm gonna make my own, right? To which then so many people liked it that you decided, I want to make people said make a smaller version, so that's this going with. Fun. And ever since it's been found out that printed solid isn't going to be really making the kits now, like, people have been messaging me. Yeah, people are messaging me. It's like when I was coordinating a group buy, the person was like, would you mind buying me all of the parts and shipping it to Australia? I'm like, everything in the United States. So that's all the screws. I was thinking, like, for the other people that are buying the screws, I was like, well, I have extra bags because there's like maybe 12. So like, yeah, exactly. This guy's like, can you put the entire printer together for me? Like, put the entire kit together for me. I'm like, no. I was like, the pain that I went through to source all of this, also, shipping these giant things, that's a big box. So if this guy wants me to send from the United States to Australia a box that's that long and has enough width to hold all of this with the belts, and he wanted a white knight, like, I can only imagine the number of times where people have told you, can you make me a kit? God, this sandwich is huge. This is from my work. Best sandwich I ever eat when I'm there. Actually, that's not true. There's so many other ones. But this is the roasted turkey sandwich. So it's the roasted turkey that they have there. It's made fresh every day. And then I work at a pizza place. That's the funny part. So they got that sandwich. So it's the roasted turkey. I'm literally just trying to make conversation because heat sets. I'm probably not going to finish this tonight because I should probably get some sleep since I have to work all day. Tomorrow. What is it? So it's the turkey that they have there, which I absolutely love. Lettuce, tomato, onion, mayo, and avocado, and then I added bacon to it, because why not? So good. And yeah. Okay, what other part should I do? I'm probably going to do maybe 2 more parts before I go to sleep. Before I go to sleep. 4 in these. So 4 down here, I'm assuming. 4 in these 4 holes here. Thread the screw in this way, put the heat set in there. So over there. Where's the screw? Right there. Right? Yeah? Okay, cool. Let's turn a little drill bit through. Ah, this hurts. Never have I ever thought I would do an 1.5-hour stream putting heat sets in. I can't imagine the amount of hours you have spent building these machines. Props to you, man. With the screw gun? Like, just, you mean like, just, what? Screw gun? I'm confused. Like a drill? I can get the drill. Still very ear rapey though. Yeah, that might help. Too late now. Finito! It's a lot of little plastic chunks over here. Alright, let's put this guy through. I'll probably do one more part after this, and then I'm gonna go. I'll probably put some more in tomorrow when I get off of work. Hopefully I do get off at 8 tomorrow. That always changes. So what was the idea behind the bird air mount? Because I've never heard of that thing before this printer. Oh, okay. And with the bird air system, like I had never heard of that thing before this printer, and then there was another printer that came out that I think I saw on Joel's channel that had the bird air system. And I was like, I have never heard of this thing in my life. And I'm like, it looks like it's quite popular though. Though I've never heard of it. And I was like, I have had my Mark III for 2 years now, apparently. Oh, so you saw the bird air system at Murph, and you were like, okay, this might be a good idea to put into that small thing that everyone was talking about, is it? Ah, okay. I need to go to Murph, except it's always in the middle of, like, the school week. Like, it's never on, like, Memorial Day break or anything. And it's in Indiana, so I'm, like, never there. Like, I can't just hop up and go to Indiana. Well, I always love the excuse, let's go visit a college in Indiana. And then my parents will be like, why do you want to go to Indiana? And I'm like, I don't. Like, that's what I said when I wanted to go to Florida. Like, let's go to UF. Well, like, I also partially wanted to go to UF. But, like, they were like, Florida! But, like, also partially just wanted to go to Florida. Oh, it's before Easter break this year? When's my Easter break? Oh, I'm visiting colleges anyway. It's a shame. So, the bird air system is pretty much like one of those fancy Dyson fans, you could say. Three, 4th, or 5th of April. It's probably in the middle of my break, actually, this year. Yeah, it's the weekend before my break. That never happens. I'm wondering how many people More like like an aquarium air pump. Okay. I'm trying to think, because, like, I'm wondering how many people chose in the whatchamacallit, how many people in the White Knight group buy actually bought the White Knight based on the fact that it's more documented than the Squire, and not the fact that they wanted a bigger printer. Could be the fact they wanted a bigger printer. It also could be the fact that they already had, like, everything done, and they just wanted to, like, just have the printer now. Let's get one that has more than 2, but not 15. This has 2, that has 2, that has 2. Oh, why not? Let's do this one. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to need these. These look pretty well printed. I feel like actually building this, though, like, I'm not even really building this thing yet. Like, you made, what, 28 videos, 27 videos building that one? The White Knight? Oh yeah, how is that guitar going? I'm trying to remember what I said that would respond to a 32. 100. Like, that's a lot of printing. Like, those numbers are, 100, what is that, 157 hours? How many days is that? So you have your printer running for nearly 7 days straight. That's insane. So this printer is running non-stop for nearly a week. Oh, I feel like but the neck's narrow. So, like, what are the print speeds on this thing? I never actually even thought about that. Like, $8 days per side. Ugh. Just sounds like torture. I have a Thanos blade. I have some of it. Printed it all in. So far, right now, it's in 18 parts. You had 2. Nick is 1 day per piece. Okay, so that's not that bad. But, like, thinking in my head, an 8-day print. Like, you either have to have the world's an Infinite Z 3D printer, or be printing incredibly high detail at an incredibly low speed. Okay, 30 to 40. So that's not, like, incredibly fast, but it's not, like, 15 or, like, 10 where you, like, have to run for flex. But it's not, like, Prusa, like, let's run a infill at 180 millimeters per second. Maybe I do one more. The travel snagging on an edge and causing a shift. Yeah, of course. This needs 8. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. Or is it just 1, 2, 3, 4? Either way, I'm going to tap all, drill all these holes. So 8 altogether. Okay, so 8. I think after this, I'll finish it. I'll close the stream out. Maybe I'll do this tomorrow morning before I go to work, but I doubt that because I got some stuff to do tomorrow morning. So I'm pulling like this for the base. Right? We're going like this for this. In here like this. And then vice versa for this side. The heat set will be on this side, and the screw head will be on the other side. Okay, cool. I gotta get an M3 tap. Okay. Let me put that. Let me order that on Amazon right now, because I will not remember. Surprised. I have 0 drop frames for this stream, so that the actual refresh on this computer actually did something. M3 tap. You were talking about how good this hole was printed out? I don't think it's great. That's where those giant nipple things go, right? Wherever they are in here. Here they are, these giant things. These will be threading into here. Oh, this actually feels really smooth. Yeah, that one feels great. And then the other one is down there somewhere. That one feels fine, so I'm assuming the other one's fine. Okay, so there's those two. Let's finish this up. I'm just going to order the M3 tab. Sunday, cool. Because I literally will not remember. If I, like, I've known myself long enough to know that I have to, when something comes to my mind, I have to do it immediately, or else it's not getting done. And it's sad that even my boss knows that. It's like, whatever, I'm one of the best people there. Yeah, about 17 years. But even that, like, I've had my job for the last, like, year and a half. About a year and a half. I started in the beginning of November, so, of 2018. So, like, ever since I know, like, when I have money and I need to spend it on something, I just won't remember anything. Like, I have to do something immediately when I know, or else it's just not happening. And I was like, of course, I forgot to buy, like, the stuff from China that I needed. And I was like, uh-oh. It was like coronavirus. So I had to spend, like, double the price for the, like, the JST connectors and things. Because I couldn't order them from China. I'm very much done with this coronavirus thing, though. We've been talking about it in class and everything, and I'm just done with it. But we don't talk about politics here. And while coronavirus technically is a... Yeah. My sister is a freshman. But coronavirus, like, is it politics? Like, I don't want to start any conversations here. Well, like, I would love to talk about it. Like, in my classes, we've been literally reading coronavirus papers, which is awesome. Because, like, in this class, we're literally, like, playing with E. coli and things. And, like, we're reading papers on coronavirus. So I'm like, that's cool. Okay. No. So, like, my parents were talking about when they add me to their insurance, it, like, doubled the price of their car insurance. Like, learning how to drive I was actually a good driver. So, like, my mom, to the point where, like, my mom would rather drive with me than she would with my dad. Still true to this day. I've had my license since October. So, I drive my sister around, I drive myself to work, I drive myself to school, I drive her to school with me. Whatever, it's fine. Deal with it. Like, crud. I've done that with literally every single one. And one of the biggest things my dad said when he was teaching me how to drive was that him teaching me how to drive is very difficult because it's like walking. Like, you don't know how you walk, you just walk. So, like, him teaching me how to drive, he has to think about how he drives. So, like, you have to think about the stuff that you don't think about. So I'm like, when you, like, they're, with the road test, they're just, oh, hand over hand tech thing. Oh. Okay. What are the chances I have this printer before I'm done with school? Not like high school and in its entirety, but have this entire printer built before summer break. Oh no, actually. And according to my parents, because I got a 94 on my written test, they got a discounted rate on their insurance, because it proves that I'm a good student and know the rules of the road. Because the 3 questions that I got wrong were all about fines, which kind of made me very angry. My teacher went to me. Yeah, if I live stream at all. That's the problem. I might not live stream at all. It takes a long time to set it up. And I talk a lot. Hey! So this has the 8 in there. And that's where I call it quits for tonight. I still have these guys. I can pretty much tell where they have to go. Like, those are being inserted in the top 2 up here. These 2 holes in here. And then this gets 1 there, 1 there. This gets 1 right here and 1 right there. And 2 right here. Is there 6 in here? 1 right here, 1 right here. 1 here, 1 here. 1 here, 1 here. That's what it looks like. So 6 in that. And then this one looks like it gets 1 pulled through here, 1 pulled through here. Is there 1 right there? 1 right here, 1 right here, or no? And these little holes here. So it would be 1 there and 1 right here. There's a lot in this one. This one here. One right there. One there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. 1 there. There's a lot of little holes in here. So 4, 8, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so it looks like I got 2 right here. So 2 right here, 2 right there, 1 right here, 1 right here, 1 right here, 1 right there, 2 right in here, 2 right here, 2 right here, and then 2 here, and 2 here, which means also 2 right here, here, here. So where these little belt grooves are, one on each end here. The two top holes here. What about these here? Are you... Ew, I can't get a screw through. Are you putting anything in these holes here? Because that brass heat, that heat set insert would literally be like sticking out. Only 3 in the top? Oh, so 1 here and then 2 right here. I'm literally just gonna put like 15 screws in here. That's the only really way I think I can do this, is just to put a bunch of screws in the holes, because my brain won't remember. Plus I have 50 screws, so 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Three recessed holes. Oh, these here or these here? Okay, let's see. So, am I right in what I have here right now? So I have these 3 holes here and then the 2 here. So I got those there. This is what I have in right now. So what, like, 3 recessed holes are from on top. Take the 2 on top out. Okay. Okay, so like this. So nothing in these 2 holes. But 1 here, and then 2 here. One hole, oh, dead center, so like this one here. And then this one here, which is kind of tight. Like one right here and one right here, like that. Like this guy. And then we're not putting any in these holes here, like nothing in here, or are we putting 4 in those? 4 in those. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then, And then nothing in any of these 2 holes or these 2 holes here, right? 4 corners on the front face. Oh, so then 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. So these 4 corners here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and all 4 on the back. So I have the 4 there, and the 4 over here. I have the 4 on the bottom here, and the 3 on top here. Are there anything else I'm missing with these 15 something odd screws in here? Is that 4, 8? There's probably like 16 screws in here. That's everything? This is all of the screws in here? And I can pretty much tell where they all get pulled from. And the other ones are pretty self-explanatory. This one gets there and there. This one gets the 6 in here. This gets the 2 in here and the 2 in here. And then that's all done. Alright, I'm going to kill my soldering iron. Probably should have done that before, but whatever. Yeah, I can tell. This is a lot. But once that's done, I can get everything in there, get everything good. I'm all set for that. So, thank you for joining me while I did that. This whole mess of heat set inserts. I will work more on the heat sets tomorrow, and I will get the aluminum probably cut on Sunday. I'll cut down the aluminum and get that actually going, and then I don't have to really cut holes besides where the cable is, right? Just that small little groove. But it's just that small little groove, right? One hole in the side. Oh, that one hole? I was going to say, there's like 4 holes where it connects to. Because there's the 1, 2. So I have to do the groove there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 holes in each extrusion. Oh yeah. I'm just checking through everything now while you're here, so before I drill these later this week. So that one wide hole, 4 holes in each 40/80. Okay. And 1 extra for the wires. Are those are all M5 for those holes, and then for the big hole, is that any specific one? Oh, here's the schematic. I actually have it right here. It is a radius of 5 millimeters, diameter of 10 millimeters. I don't know. That helps a lot. I'm trying to find, with this thing, the distance from the edge to the hole. Would you happen to know how far the holes are from the sides? Yeah, that's fine. I'll take this in my notes. That's fine. I can't really tell how I would measure it from all of this. So I'm trying to go with that. Okay, here it is before the holes were cut. Ah, okay. So it looks like this one is 110. 110 from one side. From the right side. 110 millimeters from there. And then, so that's the shorter distance. Which probably means this one, that's 110. This one is 340 from the right side. 340 from what axis? So that's 340 relative to the right. And then it looks like the mid for that little groove thing, is that supposed to be dead center? Because it looks like it's dead center, but in the sketches it isn't. I'm trying to measure from the center of the circle to the edges. So here's the midpoint of the circle. And I'm getting 265. Well, 264.672. But is it supposed to be dead center? So we're going 264 in from the side for the center of that hole, and then what's an offset? What's an offset? Oh, it's offset, so it's a little bit to the left of the center. Okay. But like I should measure from the right side 264 millimeters, center punch that, drill the hole that I need, and then cut out the, what is this, 10 millimeters? Yeah, and then do a 10 millimeter wide gap. That's the same. Knock up your frame without the wiring or components and trace the opening. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I went into like to this side of everything, and I'm just measuring, like, dimensioning the sides, getting the relative numbers. So I would get. So what I'm thinking is the 10 millimeter wide. Drill that in, and then we're cutting just the front side of the C panel. So I'm going in on here, drilling my hole, and then we're cutting like just this side out, just this little lip piece here. So we're cutting it just through like this little upper part here, not the actual entire frame besides drilling through it. Oh, okay. Oh, I get it. Okay. So just drill the holes, cut that, tap it, do the main base, then come back to it later and drill that cut out. Okay. Man, this is gonna take a long time. Okay. Now that I got that all squared away, it is midnight. I have to be at work in 10 hours. I'm gonna go to sleep. Bye!